Well, I've been in the art business for quite some time. I taught art for 30 years and was originally working with clay more than anything for about 20 years. Since a few other endeavors, I just have been kind of drawn to sculpture. Played with architecture for a little bit, and a lot of those materials seems to translate pretty well into sculpture, and I enjoy the diversity of that.
I have recently become interested in installation, and having the show here allowed me to really expand that idea. So the paintings that you see are made of encaustic, and I'm also working with metallic paints that oxidize, say like rust or copper, and have a patina. And then I also want to showcase my aluminum sculptures, and I brought them together by having circular forms, so they're a little bit more organic, and then also some found objects.
My work doesn't tend to be very literal. I don't usually start with a story or a message. Usually what gets me off the ground is a particular shape that could come from something I saw, or it could come from my head. Sometimes also a texture or even a combination of colors sort of get me going in one direction or the other. But the end product is usually way more visual, which is part of the reason for our title for the show. At least I hope that my pieces are kind of a story in themselves, that they don't need to have some literal reference.
My work is sculptural, coming off the wall, but not quite as sculptural as his work. So we kind of decided that this work was starting to have conversations. It kind of tied together, I thought, with color. And he's working with organic forms as well as I am, but mine are more geometric. So we really kind of played with that idea of how our work would work together in the space. And the idea would be that you would sort of notice his sculptures from a distance and then maybe make comparisons and contrasts in your mind about the work. And just that idea. For me, I'm pushing painting towards sculpture, so I think that the conversation is what was really intriguing about including both of us in the show.
I'm really honored to be here. This has been a 2-year project. I'm also really impressed with what Bloomington has done. I mean, everybody in this town should be really proud of what they have with this building and certainly this gallery environment.
It might be interesting for people to visit the show because instead of having works that are evenly spaced, it's sort of a whole installation, and this gallery really allowed me to do that. So I hope people really enjoy that aspect of it. It's kind of like a surprise, I would say, beyond traditional ways of hanging an art show.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't even need an invitation. It's always worth a stop. I've never been disappointed in a show here, and it's about as good as it gets as far as galleries in the Twin Cities.